Okay, we are going to be taking a 35mm Rollease motor and preparing it for installation into a 3.25-inch Rollease tube. This is a honking tube and really only used on the largest of shades. We normally wouldn't even consider using this tube until we got over 144 inches in width. Anyhow. This particular motor is the MTACRF35-6 motor from Rollease. The motor head is not natively compatible with any common bracket. We're going to be using it with a Somfy Starhead. Actually, this is a ZMC bracket styled after the Somfy Starhead motor brackets. It's much better bracket than the Somfy ones, by the way. That will require this adapter, which adapts the 35mm motors to the Starhead brackets, and the part number for this is MT03-0207-069011. It's a heck of a part number. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and install our Starhead motor bracket adapter, and this notch needs to align, this notch needs to align with the power cord. The other notch is for our program button. So that slides on there like so. Just like that. And so the cord sticks nicely through that, and we have access to our program button here. Always the first step in crowns and drives attachment to the motor is the crown portion of the adapter set. In this case, we have to use MTCA-35-45. This is a 35mm motor adapter to 45mm motor. The crown and drive assembly is designed natively for a 45mm motor, and that's these components here. The drive shafts, however, on the 35mm and 45mm motors are the same, so it doesn't require an adapter here, just on the crown. Before we go ahead and install this, I do want to point out a couple things. You know, it looks like this drive wheel might be really small for this tube, but it really isn't. It grabs the internal ribs like such. The crown, as we've seen on other Rollease crowns that they've designed, also they seem to be a little bit tightly toleranced, and they don't go on as easily as they should. Now you'd expect that to just drop on, and that's what you'd really want. You wouldn't want to have to fight with this in the field, but you're going to have to. It's going to be more of a pressed fit because that needs to be nicely aligned to the edge of the tube. In some cases you might have to use a screwdriver or something hard to press on it like this to get it to seat well, but it is important that you have a nice mating of the flange to the tube. Alright, so we have to put our 35 to 45mm crown adapter on first. This has a notch in it that is going to align with the raised rib or metal clip on the native crown of the motor. That's on there like so, and then our crown, 3¼ inch crown. It's going to have the notch line up to that, and you can see that there's some other notches in here. There's some small ones. That's not going to work. It's got to go with the larger one. Like so. Like that. We got several pieces here. Alright, drive portion. This particular crown and drive kit is part number MTACRF35-6. It comes in the kit comes another part number that's included, which is MTDRA-LT50. That basically is a motor drive adapter for the LT50 series components. So that can be ordered separately if you wanted to adapt this motor to different Somfy drives. So we've got, these are the parts that would normally come with just the Somfy style drive adapter, but when you buy the 3¼ inch kit with the crown and drive, it comes with all of these components plus the 3.25 inch crown, but not the 35 to 45 millimeter adapter. So you'll end up with an extra clip. First part that goes on is the metal reinforcement. That's going to align to that. And we have a clip opening here so we can slide the clip in. It snaps on, and then the drive gear is going to slide on just like that. And let's see here, there's these portions here that these do move, so if you need to take it off, you just compress these and it'll slide off. But otherwise it's pretty securely on there. And again, inserting it into the tube is fairly simple. You just have to align the various grooves, like I'm sorry, you didn't get to see that very well. Align the various grooves and ribs, slide that up, and this will happen to you a lot. The crown is going to slide off on most people while they're installing their shades, but you only have to do it once, so you don't have to fuss about it so much. And then alignment here. Keep in mind you can rotate the crown, so if you're not getting the alignment that you need, just rotate the crown, because you won't be able to rotate the tube like I can do here because it's a short piece, because the other part of the tube will be in the drive of the motor, which will not allow you to rotate. And again, make sure you press firmly so that you get a nice mating of the crown flange to the tube.